Here we go. So nice to see everybody. Always, always. I look forward to this class. So, let's come to center. Hold on, let me just lower this just a hair. There we go. Perfect. Come to center. Feet together, touching. Allow your feet to touch. Hands together in heart center, prayer posture. And begin the breathing. Inhale through the nose, just for this section, just for the tap, bounce, squeeze. Just that. Through the nose, exhale through the mouth, hot, audible exhale. And let your mind hear that exhale so it starts putting the body into parasympathetic rest, digest mode. Notice the body start to unravel and unwind as you do the breath, as it hears that breath. I could listen to you, any of you doing that breath, and my body would start to unwind. That's how it gets. Body gets trained hearing that hot, audible exhale. Hands are relaxed now, down into Wu Qi. Put your awareness right here and just turn the hands over and feel, just feel. Notice how the third eye wants to tilt upwards just a little bit. It's like you're letting the light in, and the palms are up and they're just receiving. Now I want you to take your awareness just for a moment. We're just working on moving our mind into various spots. They do this a lot in this Superhuman documentary I'm watching right now, putting the mind in various locations. And a practice as simple as what we're going to do is all it takes. Take your mind right now, put it in your right palm, and imagine that the sun is coming in through a nearby window or a skylight, something. And imagine that the sun is shining down on your right hand. And even if you can't imagine the sun, that's okay. Just put your awareness in your right hand and feel warmth. Feel warmth in your right hand. Maybe some tingling, maybe some aliveness that wasn't there before you put your awareness there. And these are developmental practices. The more we can learn to put our mind in various places, we can increase circulation, we can heal, we can get out of thought. And so it's really good for us to practice putting our mind somewhere. So keep your mind in that right hand and just notice a change of any sort in your right hand. And after you feel something, now move it to the left hand. Wow, I just felt it go across my body. Now it's in my left hand. Notice the difference and the change in your right hand. Now my right hand feels a little cooler because my awareness left my right hand. It feels a little cooler. I don't feel the presence. It feels almost vacant, empty. And now my left hand feels a fullness, a warmth, an awareness. Something's going on now in my left hand. So this is a great way and a very simple way to train the mind. I would encourage you guys to do this on your own. Whether you're just watching TV or laying in bed, you can just take your awareness and put it in your hand. And now let it go. Let your awareness go, relax the hands. Eckhart Tolle said, how do you know you have a hand if you don't move it? Well, you put your awareness there. And the second you put your awareness into a part of your body, you are no longer in your mind. You've entered your body, and now you're in another state. And it's a pretty good state to be in. So bend both knees. We balance before we balance. And remember, very sacred with the stepping out. Very slow, sacred, flat, empty foot. Bend both knees, step out. Watch how slow and easy I do it. Then I sink into that left leg. Remember, we always step out and step in with our left leg. Probably be the opposite. And I just let my body go side to side a little bit. Unravel. Then I let it go forward and backwards. Heels, balls of the feet, heels, balls of the feet, heels, balls of the feet, just back and forth. And let the hands get involved a little bit. My arms are just kind of coming along for the ride. And then when I feel like I have a good spot and I've rooted my body, I stop. I come to Uchi and I anchor it in. Let's start the tapping. Down the inside, up the outside. I'm watching Linda to see if the dogs attack her. I don't think it's going to happen today. Don't forget back here. Oh, there they are. There they are. And get the ribs. Drum those ribs. And then armpit. Milk the armpit. Really get under there. Look how I'm getting in here and I'm just squeezing. And I'm starting out here. So my fingers are here and I've got my thumb going and I'm getting under here as well right afterwards. So I do the armpit. Then I go right under the collarbone. And I don't know, from doing it with all of you, I'm feeling changes. This is not as tender as it was. So that's something's going on. Good. And other side. Down the inside, up the outside. That's just the way the meridians run. And milk the armpit. Sorry, looking at the dogs again. Drum the ribs. Oh, I'm sorry, get under here. Don't forget the collarbone. This lymphatic massage. This is self-lymphatic massage. You can't get to somebody who can do this for you. Well, this is one of the ways you can do it yourself. Another spot, you've got a lot of lymph nodes right in the center of the chest. Get all in here too. I'm just doing it with my fingers. Thymus thump. Relax. Really exhale when you do the thymus. Just let everything go. Dantian. Snap, snap, snap. Remember, Dantian, 2 inches below belly button. Gentle fists, gentle. Very relaxed and gentle. Kidneys. Rub. Sacrum. And legs. You can bend over or you can get some balance work by doing it standing. Get in this posture right here, and let's give a little extra to the knees as we're pumping. Little extra to the knees. Other side. Careful if you have rings on. Don't want to hurt the knees. Come back. Uchi. Relax. Remember our recipe, tap, bounce, squeeze, shake, flow. So we're to bounce. Back to Uchi. Let the body move like kelp in between if it needs to. If it doesn't want to move, it's okay. But if it feels like it needs to sort of unravel, unwind something, just let it go. Like kelp floating in the ocean. One more. Bounce and shake. Intermittently, tap the heels. Every so often, just tap the heels. If you find yourself going like this, falling forwards, too much, back down, back down. Most of what I'm doing is just very rooted up and down with my knees. If you can see from the side is better. And then again, intermittently tapping the heels, boom. But when I tap the heels, I don't do it so I fall off center. If you're falling off center, then you're not rooting anymore. So a few more of these. Back to a chi. Just bringing it back down. Shift left. Push off your left foot. Bring the feet together. Great movement to get used to getting in and out of this posture with that left foot. Okay, the next one is squeeze. Inhale. We're going to inhale as we pull in. So let me do that. Let me say it like this. It's inhale as you pull in. So exhale. Inhale, squeeze everything. And then let it go. Out to the sides. Inhale. Notice I do this with my wrists. Just once in each direction. Let it go. So when I do these, if my wrists are this way, okay, then I do them this way. If I start out with them this way, I do them this way. There's something, you're getting a little bit more of a stretching of the fascia if you just do this. You don't have to do it back and forth. Just whatever way you start, do it the other way, okay? One overhead. Hold on, let me come down here so you can see me. Hold, wrist. Let it go. One behind us. Inhale. Wrist. Exhale. Let the body go. Bend both legs. Step out. And sink into that leg. So tap, bounce, squeeze, shake. Let it go. Kind of do the shake right after the squeeze. You know, after we do the squeeze and we go like this, there's your shake. You're just letting it go. That's all shake is. It's just letting it go. Letting go of tension. And now flow. Let's connect mind, body, breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale stops, hand stop. Exhale. Exhale stops, hand stop. Hands are going in and out like an accordion in front of lower dantian, stoking the fire, building the chi. Watch how my whole body is involved. This is called whole body breathing for a reason. The entire body is involved. Just like with all our other Qigongs, notice my back, bend bow, shoot arrow. My pelvis goes back in space on the way down. My back bows. My pelvis comes forward in space. My bow opens. Just like we do with Bill. You guys were all in his Qigong class the other day, the spinal Qigong. This is all same movement. The health is in pumping the back. And as you move the pelvis forward and backwards in space, you're folding at the qua or the groin, and you're pumping your lymphatic system. And the spine, of course, is the information highway. So it's believed if we keep that healthy with this beautiful pumping we're doing, keeping fluid getting into between the vertebrae, that keeps the whole body healthy. Healthy spine, healthy body. Bigger Let's do the bigger breath. You guys know this one. Inhale. Look up, chest up, open the rib cage, and exhale. Inhale. Big opening. Exhale. Give you a side view. Connect mind, body, breath as one unit, all in sync. Next one, let's just get the tiger claw. Same thing, but come over more and get the tiger claws going right here. This is tiger claw, right here. Tiger claw. And we're in this position here, the wrists are bent. We're about to come off of a ramp on this skiing. Inhale. Exhale. Full squat. I feel like those skiers, when they launch off the ramp, the skiers who don't, I don't know what it's called, it's like alpine skiing, they don't have poles, and they get down in this posture, and then they launch off the ramp. Inhale. Anyway, I know you've all seen that. That's the posture I'm taking right here. Notice my hands up high. And that was the last one. Inhale, exhale, clear it. Give me a few of these, washboard. Inhale, exhale. Right around the chin. I scoop the chi, I bring it up, inhale. Right around the chin region. Doesn't have to be exact. You exhale. You begin the exhale, pushing the chi down. Notice how close I am to the body. Inhale, exhale. My shoulders are not engaged. My shoulders are super relaxed here. No shoulder involvement at all. So if you feel your shoulders sore here or engaging, you're just doing too much. Do less. Shoulders are not involved. Hands, wrists, fingers, elbows, yes, but not shoulders. Really get the breath going here. Inhale. Exhale. Really feel pushing that chi down into earth. Let's do a few of them at yang. You learned this last week. Inhale. Up on the balls of the feet, tippy toes. Exhale. Just going to do a few yang. We're interspersing yin and yang. Inhale, up on the toes, yang. Really exhale. I don't care what kind of sound you made. I won't hear you. You're all muted. Inhale. Inhale. Feel that yang energy. Feel the difference between yin and yang. Contrast. And now back to yin. Feel the contrast. There's growth in the contrast. Embrace it. We don't need to try to suppress the yang. We can just work with it. This is called washboard. Very relaxing. Last one, let the hands settle back into Wuchi. And I want you to shift into the right leg Open the left, open the right. You could either do that, you could actually do that either way. Just open in a very gentle manner. And get into, boy, this really keeps the legs strong, I have to tell you. Get into, you can do a soft, here's soft, horse stance. Here's medium and deep. You have the choice. Let's go up and down a little bit and just warm up the quads. Warm them up before you do this kind of stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Up and down, and I'm just letting my hands just help me heat up my quads and just get everything lubed and warmed up. Okay, good. Come into high horse stance just for a moment before we go back down. And we're going to do cloud hands right out of the yang form, but we're going to do it in horse stance, and we're not going to be moving the body the way we do in yang. We're just taking a piece of the form and we're turning it into a repetitive Qigong. So from here, you can mirror me. Let me come in. Okay, you see, I'm coming in closer, but you see that I'm in horse stance. My toes are out. Keep the knees over the toes, but I just want you to be able to see my hands. So just like horse stance, just like yang style, cloud hands. You all know this movement. Now I want you to just relax into it. Don't get caught up. Cloud hands. Really feel like you're moving clouds. You can do it high. You could do it middle, right here. You could do it low. Or you can come out of it. I can come out of it and do a few high, and then I do a few low. Be free. Let your form be free. Just keep your hands alive. Notice bottom hand is striking. Top hand is pulling in Liu. I switch. Now the top hand is Liu, bottom hand striking. Just so you know, keep the hands alive. Nothing's going dead here. Nothing is limp. Everything is alive and energized. I love doing this. This feels so good. Talk about waking up the body. Stop here. Take your time. Everyone's there? Good. Now, from here, look at this beautiful transition. So, cloud hands is outside parry, inside parry. Just switch it. So, right from here, top hand, strike in the center line. Comes through. Other hand, strike the center line. Actually, block, I should say. Block the center line. Block the center line. So, notice this is the same thing as cloud hands, but you're going now to the inside instead of towards the outside. So somebody's coming at you right on your center line and you're, boom, blocking the punch. And this hand is swiping away, maybe a kick. Block, block. Same thing. Again, you could come high. Then you could switch it and go low if you want to make it a little bit more difficult. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Just breathe normal with these. Very invigorating. Just swat. Imagine there's a ball hanging from a string right in your center line. Right here, there's this ball, and you're swatting at it like a cat. Swat. Swat. As your bottom hand blocks a kick that's coming maybe at your groin or at your knee. All right, we're going to come up a little bit into a high horse stance. 1, 2, 3. High horse stance now. Give your legs a break. And I'm just showing you transitions, beautiful transitions. Remember one finger Zen? This is one finger Zen. Okay, we're going to use that. So from here, this hand, the one that's underneath, goes into one finger Zen, then bow, shoot arrow, sink. Perfect time to do this. Notice I'm 50-50. I'm not this way, I'm not this way. 50-50. Sink. Come up. One finger Zen comes in, then the other hand, pull the chi into heart center. 2, 3. Now this hand underneath is one finger Zen, right? And it comes out like this. You can do it 2 ways. It can just go like that, or it can go like that. See the difference? Watch. This way or this way. There's 2 ways to do it. And sink. Shoot the arrow. And look through that L. Look through the one finger Zen once you've got it. Bring in the one finger Zen. 1, 2, 3. Notice when I'm doing that, pulling the chi into heart center, I'm in a high horse stance. I come out of the horse stance when I do that, which is great, gives the legs a break. One finger Zen is on the bottom. Sink. Look through the finger. Really feel that pulling. One finger Zen comes in. 1, 2, 3. Other hand is on the bottom and pull, sink. This will get better with time, by the way. This was hard for me. Come in. The one that always comes in first is the one finger Zen that you're looking through. Last one. Good, sink. Keep the fingers in. Sorry, sometimes I get the thumb up. The thumb stays in there. And then 1, 2, 3. Walk the feet in slowly and hold. This is standing Qigong, embrace the tree. As I was saying, always good to interject, if you can, into your routine, some standing Qigong within the moving Qigongs. There are all these opportunities during our practice to do standing Qigong. If the hands are down low, you can do one here. Our hands were up around heart, so we did one here. You could also do one here where the palms are facing third eye, or Ba Wei. Many ways to do it. I always do a standing Qigong wherever my hands happen to be. From that last moving Qigong movement. Feet are back to, check your feet, make sure they're parallel to each other, double check. Shoulders width. Breathe in, exhale. We're going to exhale here. I'm sorry, wait. Sorry, inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is gazing at the moon. We've done this one before. Bend the bow, shoot the arrow. Feel the twisting going on in your spine. Look through the hands. Feel that wonderful twisting sensation. On this one, if you'd like to, make sure to protect your knees. I tend to go a little pigeon-toed, just a little bit. So if I pigeon-toe, look what happens. I get more movement in the groin without torquing my knees. So actually the pigeon-toeing in this one, and certain movements like this, can actually help you. I'll show you another one right after it where pigeon-toeing really helps the movement and actually keeps the knees in alignment so that you don't torque them. One more this side. Come back to the center and dragon looks behind. Front hand is here, just resting. Back hand just resting on the kidney. Again, keep the feet a little bit pigeon-toed. You'll get more movement. Open. Other side. Breathe. Open. Other side. This is another one where having the toes slightly pigeoned helps. Actually helps keep the knees in alignment. My knees feel freer without any torque on them. That's the last one. And then right into hands flowing through water. Keep the feet pigeon-toed. Here's one more. Fingers are pointing down towards earth. And really try to feel like you're pushing against a current of water that's pushing in the opposite direction of your hands. As you get better and better with this one and more flexible, you come around the side a little bit more. My hips are doing a little bit of a figure eight. My hips are very involved, very engaged. Feel the twisting of the spine on this one. Should feel good. You feel twisting and stretching of the spine and of your sides, your obliques. Should feel some twisting going on there too. Next time you come to the center, straighten the feet, hold. Here's another spot. Great time to just hold the posture. My palms are in straight alignment and connection with Dantian. And this is a great time to just do a little bit of a standing. If we had more time, I'd probably stand here longer if I was doing it on my own. Breathe down into the belly. Use the belly pump. I'm breathing way down past my chest. I'm breathing right into Dantian here. When I'm in a standing posture, I try to get a focal point. Pick a focal point in space. Maybe a spot on the wall, a leaf on a tree, a knot in some wood on furniture in your house, whatever it is, but get the mind to anchor onto something. When the mind is anchored, it doesn't wander. And so you stay with a fixed gaze on that one single point. And you stay on it while you're holding this. So that's just so much better because you'll find that the mind anchors on it. And you can hold this posture and really relax and get into it. In fact, move the body a little bit and relax into it. And with the mind anchored through this point that the eyes are gazing at, there are no thoughts. You're just fully present in the moment, in your body. But if I'm looking around the room while I'm holding this posture like this, and I'm looking around and, oh, I see a bird out the window. Well, now I'm back in my head. I'm not down in my body anymore. So best to just pick a point and anchor the mind on that point. Always, that's the best thing to do. And let's from here just do a little bit of Tai Chi ruler. Inhale. Exhale. Notice this is Tai Chi ruler. I'm just making small circles. What I'm showing my body right now is, oh, this is the way the energy moves. Under perineum, up the spine, over my head right here, down the front. And then under perineum again, up the spine, over the head, down the front. Where my hands are is where the energy is. And we can start out with a small circle, and then we work our way up to the full microcosmic orbit, which we'll do in a second. Next one, bring it up from perineum. Right here's perineum. It's going up the spine over sacrum. Ming Men, center of the spine, jade gate between the right here, jade gate between the shoulder blades. You'll notice my hands start right around here to point up. My fingers point up because I'm showing now the energy is coming up over jade pillow, over the top of my head, over Ba Wei, down the front, down through all the chakras, but it's coming straight down the center of the body, nice and close, the energy. Down the body. Again, where the hands are is where the energy is. I brought the energy down to Dantian. Now it's going under perineum, up the spine. My elbows go back a little bit in space, elbows back a little bit. Fingers start going up. Energy up overhead, down the front. We're going to do one more of those super slow. I think this is slow. Notice the chi. You may feel it more in your arms when we go super slow. Come back down. Now we're under perineum. We're going to start over again. Again, this is the microcosmic orbit. It goes around the body like this. So here we go. Nice and slow this time. Really feel it. Don't worry about keeping up with me. Go at your own speed. Just what's more important is you feel it. Close your eyes even. Unless that pulls you off balance. Make sure the sacrum is tucked. Slight bend in the knees. Call this slow gong. Slower you go, the easier it is to start to feel the chi and to feel where the energy is on the body. If you're done with the circle, just wait at the bottom. Take your time. As I was saying, you can do a slow gong movement, just one rotation, super, super slow, with any one of our Qigongs. And feel it. Let it get into your body. Going super slow like that, it really allows the body to start to feel the Qi. Again, you can just do one rotation. Pick one of our Qigongs that you like. It doesn't have to be this one. This is a good one, but it doesn't have to be the microcosmic orbit, whichever one you want. Okay, let me step in. We'll do a little bit of teacups. First unit of teacups, remember, you can draw infinity signs with your fingers in the air. That's one way to get the motion. Right? Got an infinity sign. I've got one infinity sign here. And I've got one here. Now the key is to get them going together. This is so good for the mind. Neural networks being made. Once you got the motion, let go of the finger. Just get the hands going. Then add the fingers. Close to beak, open. Close to the beak, open. Sorry about the phone. Close, open. No shoulders. Shoulders are not engaged. Very relaxed. From here, from the next beak, in, beak, open. Beak is a great transition. Open. Now go the other way. Notice I'm going this way now. Hands open this way. Really articulate the fingers. Look at that. Next phase. This is phase 1 of twisting teacups. Warms up the fingers, wrists, elbows, and make no mistake, you're also getting synovial fluid going to all of these joints. My fingers have not felt this good in years since I started doing this. This also helped twisting teacups, also big time helped my shoulders. I tore both rotator cuffs and I had a frozen shoulder. Most of you know that. Doing twisting teacups has been a big part of my rehab, but it's also prevention. Even if you haven't had an injury, this is wonderful prevention. And getting the mind to do this movement that it's not used to doing. You're making all these new neural networks. Okay, and down, relax the hands. And here we go. Let's use this hand first. And this hand can just rest. You can put it up here, you can put it down, whatever it is, just get it rested. And let's get in a high, soft horse stance. Soft, relaxed. Again, horse stance. Remember with horse stance, one little thing a lot of people do, look at my rib tips. They're out that way. I don't want rib tips out, because look what it does. Opens up Ming Men, gives me an arch in my back, and my sacrum spikes up. What I want is sacrum down. Sacrum. Always, always anchored into earth, right? But as soon as I anchor my sacrum into earth, watch what happens. Rib tips come in. Rib tips in. So it's like I can either pull rib tips in or I can just anchor sacrum. Either way, it has the same effect, okay? So make sure that that's your posture. It'll also be more comfortable too. I can just sit in a high horse stance like this as long as my rib tips are in and my sacrum is anchored. It's almost like I'm sitting on a high stool. And it's more comfortable this way. So let's start. This hand, just relax it right here, right on the quad. Take this hand, and by the way, I was doing this the other day with a client of mine. I do sessions at his house, and we put a rock here. So I encourage you, I don't have a rock up here, but if you're outside sometime, put a rock in your palm, or if you have one in your house handy, put a rock there. It's a wonderful little practice to do. You'll know, I mean, because with a rock, yes, you can do a little of this, you can do a little of this, but if you flip that hand over, the rock is gone. So that's a great little training tool to use. So here we go. Imagine you've got a rock or a cup of tea. You're trying to keep the palm up at all times, or at least mostly up. It tilts a little bit, but bring it past the kidney, back past the kidney, and around. Notice my body has to maneuver. My body, it's like a lasso going over my head. Serve the tea. Notice my body has to tilt and rock from side to side. I'll point that out in a minute. Notice my body's going this way, left, well, my left. Now my body's going to the right. My body's following the hand so that I can keep it upright. Don't engage the shoulder too much. Yeah, the shoulder's involved, but not in a tense sort of way. More in a flexible way. That's why this is so good for my torn rotator cuffs. Now I have no shoulder pain whatsoever since I started the teacups. One more. Serving the tea out in front is a great transition to go in the opposite direction. So now I'll go this way. And watch, you'll know you're going in the opposite directions because you're passing the kidneys now from a different direction, right? That's your barometer. It's easy to forget which way you're going with twisting teacups. Did I go this way or was I, you know, I have that all the time. Use the kidneys as your barometer. Before we were passing the kidneys this way, now we're passing them this way. So we're either going towards the kidney or away from it. Notice the weight shift going on constantly. Feel the ribs moving. Feel your sides, your obliques engaging. Stretching, twisting. It's like they're wringing themselves out. All of this movement in here is so good for us. And then we land it. We land it. Right here. Come back, land it. I just came back right here, land it. Then relax this hand, this claw. Now we got this hand. We'll go this way first. You don't have to. That's my habit. I go this way first past the kidney. And I know when I finish, when I go the second part, I go this way past the kidney. You can start either way. There's no rule on that. Just have a way in your mind that you know, because it is easy to forget, oh, which figure eight was I doing? I can't remember. Now remember, you're just doing figure eights or infinity signs, just like we were with this business here. Same thing, but different, bigger, different shape. But notice, here's the top of the infinity sign or figure eight. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Making a big figure eight. And right around my kidney is the crossover point. That crossover point in the figure eight. Right around the kidney. Breathe. This one is very enlivening, a lot of vitality going on here. So don't forget to breathe. And when you come overhead, boom, get the momentum going. I'm not using my shoulder at all. I've got it's almost like a whipping sensation over my shoulder, almost like a lasso. Again, serve the tea, great place to transition. Back. Now I'm passing the kidney the other way. Nice and relaxed. Don't let anything get tight. Last one. Land it. Come through the kidney. Land. Relax. Relax the arms. Shake them out. Shake the body a little bit. Get a drink if you need to. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the feet back to shoulders width. Inhale. Exhale. This is the first of the spinal Qigongs. You all know this one. Just winding down. Let the hands settle. Oh, I worked up a sweat there. cross over, just going to loosen up the body a little bit. Now that we've loosened up by moving, now we're just going to do some circles and get the joints going. So hands crossed over the chest. Hold on a second. Hope that helps. Oh, I didn't have that on before. And neck circles. Reverse it. Relax the head to one side. I'm going to come in for this one. Just relax it to one side. Cross fiber massage. Get in there. Other side. Oh, so stiff. Shoulders up, look up. Relax the shoulders, look forward. Shoulders up, look up. Relax, look forward. Shoulders up, look up. Drop the shoulders, look forward. Good. Now this one, very gentle. Very gentle. I'm just pulling this way a little bit and this way. Just a little stretch. No cracking. No adjusting. Just a little gentle stretch. Should feel good. Should feel good. No pain. And we're not forcing it. We're just helping it just a little bit more this way. Switch it to the other side. That's a range of motion that we often lose as we age. You notice we're backing up a car, right? We need this motion big time so we can see behind us. So that's why I work on that. That one's super important. Now, take the chin. Go forward. Now, notice my chin. I'm going to do it from sideways. My chin is like on a table. Pull it back in. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Teaching the head to stay over the spine, which is its best alignment. Okay, leave it back. This big, heavy bowling ball of a head, we want to keep it back over the spine. So that's why we do this. We train it. No, we don't want this. We want this. Next. You guys know this one. Okay, key is, don't forget, we don't bend at the elbows. We lock the elbows. Lock them out. Not stiff. I'm not stiff as a board, but because we never really lock a joint. I just don't bend them. Don't bend the elbows. Now, the arms are not parallel. They're down here. They're about in line with dantian. The fists are in line with dantian. They're not in close like this. They're not that. They're not here. They're right about here. I'm not right in the middle. Not here, not here, right in the middle. Yeah, that's the best way I could show you. That's how they are. That's the best way to be. Take a little wider stance. Widen your feet. Not horse stance, just wider. Now notice my elbows are staying straight. I'm not bending my elbows. I'm pulling from my shoulder blades in a circle. One shoulder blade back. If you want to break it down, the other shoulder blade back. This shoulder blade back. This shoulder blade back. I'm doing circles. And then eventually what starts happening is, look at my ribs, my obliques, my hips, my pelvis. Everything starts to just open up. Feels so good. Really loosens up the body. Now reverse it. One shoulder forward, the other shoulder forward, the shoulder forward, the shoulder forward. Okay, let that go. Circles with the ribs, forward, side, back, other side, forward, and then try to make it circular. This is so good for the spine, the ribs. They always say in Tai Chi, you don't want stiff tombstone ribs, right? You don't want they call it tombstone body. Tombstone body is when the ribs don't move. So we do these things, they're developmental practices and also health practices to get the ribs moving, reverse it. As you move the ribs in these circles, notice what you're also doing. They're massaging, activating all the organs underneath the ribs and below in the belly. So you've got the ribs, the liver, pancreas, all of it being activated. And I keep my hands on here just for feedback, just so I know I'm moving them. Then last but not least, this one is maybe my favorite, nice and slow. This is hip circles. Now don't make the mistake. This is not the way to do it. See what's happening here? Watch. My hips are not moving. All you see moving is my head. My head's moving. That's fine. That's another type of stretch, but that's not the stretch I'm doing. I'm moving my hips. My hips are moving around in a big circle. I'm standing inside a large wine barrel, and I'm skimming the edge of the wine barrel with my hips. Or I'm doing a hula hoop, however you want to imagine it. I like the wine barrel because it seems to really get the hips moving. And my head is following. Yeah, my head's coming along for the ride, but it's just doing what it does naturally. But I'm moving from the hips. This is the leader in this particular stretch. Moving from the head, that's a different stretch. This one is fantastic, and reverse it. Fantastic for lower back if you have an injury or you want to prevent lower back injury. This also is so good for the hip joints. Really go nice and slow with this one because oftentimes you may adjust. Last time around, come to center. I got to wrap it up. And then we're just going to come forward all the way over, but don't stay. But make sure when you come all the way over, relax your head and neck. Don't keep that stiff when you go over. We're going to go over. We're going to come back, open, look forward, relax, and settle the chi. Okay, here we go. Nice and slow. They're basically doing a spinal stretch. Feel your vertebrae from the bottom vertebrae, sacrum, all the way up. Feel that separation between the vertebrae. And the very last thing that gets released is the neck, then the head. And if you can feel them, your skull plates. You can tap on your skull a little bit. Those are your skull plates. If you can put your awareness there, you might feel a little relaxation there as well. And then come back up, sit on a high stool, rock the pelvis under. And you're just rocking the pelvis forward and under, and that's what's rolling up the spine. And then we're just going to end with a big opening. Chest up, look up. Feel that in your spine. Relax, look forward, and then settle the chi by a big tap with the heels. Up on the tippy toes, boom, big tap. Sink all the weight left. We're going to scoop up the chi that's around our body right now as we sink into your left leg. It's probably the opposite on the screen. Sink left, load up that left leg. Push off the left leg as your arms come up. There's this pushing, feet come together. Let me back up. Hands overhead. Your hands are right now facing the body. They're like shower heads, just raining beautiful golden chi down on the body. And just let them float down nice and slow, down in front of the body, palms towards the body for healing. And just feel that chi, that shower of chi just falling down the body, entering earth and just neutralizing. This is just you healing you with your chi. Remember, you've got a golden ball right here, so make sure to go around it. And then push down. I open here before I hit the golden ball. I open right around the solar plexus, and I push down. Let's scoop up some more chi. One for mind, one for body, last one for heart. Scoop up some more chi. Rain down on the body. Let them float. Excuse me. Float the hands down. Heal. Feel them moving through your auric field, washing the body. Should feel really good. Sometimes I'll just do this. Just this motion of wanding the hands through my auric field. There is a healing that happens. And last one. Scoop up the chi around you, palms together, back where we started from. Heart center, let the thumbs touch heart center. Beautiful acupressure point. And then we step forward into our day. Hopefully more balanced, more aligned. I'm going to see if I can unmute everybody. There we go. Hey, everyone feel good?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Great. Always know that you can take off if you need to. If I run late, I don't take it personally. And if you have any questions, just stay on and I'll know you have a question. Okay. And then if not,
the fastest hour on the planet. There, we just had it.
What was that?
I said the fastest hour on the planet.
I agree. When you're having fun, it goes so quickly.
Yes.
You know, thank you for saying that. That's such a compliment because it's, you know, Qigong is translated as energy work, right? But I want to think of it as energy play, right? I want this to be play for all of us, but also get the health benefits. So thank you for saying that. It goes fast for me too. I could easily do 2 hours.
Thank you.
Thank you, Allie.
Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good day. Bye.